back to my channel. I'm Chloe, I'm a model, personal trainer and nutrition coach, and today's video I want to talk about fitness and nutrition myths. So I'm going to run through some myths that are really common in the fitness and nutrition industry, and I think some of you probably do believe, especially at least two of them. It is on the internet, like it is, people have put stuff out there like this before, but I think there's still people are trying to sell stuff and market stuff to you that's a myth and it doesn't work. So I'm going to run through them today. If you do like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and a like, and if you're not subscribed already, click the subscribe button below the video, and you can also follow me on Instagram. It's @_chloeinspires_. Any comments like during the video, any questions, any feedback, just put them in the comments below. So I'm going to get started with the myth. The first one is that you only need to do cardio for fat loss. This is not true. This is particularly for females. So many females think that if they need to lose weight, they just need to hammer the cardio. It's not true. I know that a lot of women also want to be toned, and you cannot be toned without building some muscle definition, which comes through lifting weights. You can't just do cardio. Also, weight training does burn calories. It's a form of exercise, you're obviously using your muscles, so you are burning calories, so that does help towards your weight loss. What you should be doing as part of your program if you want to lose weight is a mix of cardio and weights. And remember, girls, that weightlifting does not make you bulky. You cannot get bulky because you don't have testosterone, and it's really difficult to build muscle as a female anyway, and you have to be in a calorie surplus as well to get bulky. So if you're in a calorie deficit and you're doing cardio and weights, you will get towards the tone look that you want, which is with some muscle definition and also the fat loss coming from the cardio. So that is the first myth. You shouldn't be doing just cardio for fat loss. The number two myth is that squats will give you glutes. So many people think that building your bum and building your glutes, which is a massive trend at the moment for girls, comes from squats. Actually, it comes from a variety of ways of training your glutes. I have done videos on the best exercises to grow your glutes, and I'll link it below the video. But you can't just do squats alone to build your glutes. Remember that our glutes are a mix of fast and slow twitch muscle fibres. Therefore, you need to do a mix of high reps with low weight and low reps with high weight exercises. So mixing it up and targeting the glutes in different ways. Remember, you've got the gluteus maximus, minimus and medius, 3 different muscles in your glutes. So you need to be targeting them with different exercises. So doing squats alone will not build your glutes. Remember also that you can do activation exercises for your glutes before working them out. I've done a whole video on that and different glute activation exercises you can do just to get them ready before, not ready but activated before you go into working them out. And that's really important, especially if you are doing squats actually, because a lot of people don't use their glutes when they're squatting. So that is myth number 2. Squats alone will not give you good glutes. Number 3 myth is a nutrition myth. No carbs after 8 PM. It annoys me so much when people say, oh, I've stopped eating carbs after 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock and whatever. What comes from losing weight is being in a calorie deficit, training hard at the gym, and eating a variety of macronutrients, so carbs, fats and proteins. You do not need to stop eating at 6 o'clock. Your body does not know what time it is. Think about it when you go on holiday. Say you're going to America and it's 5 hours back. When you get there, your body is a different time, obviously, so it's 5 hours back. Your body doesn't go, right, it's 6 o'clock in England right now, so you need to stop eating carbs because then you'll lose weight. Your body's working, functioning 24 hours a day. It does know about time, but I think people think because they're lying down or sitting in the evening for some reason, they can't have carbs. If you're sitting at a desk all day, you're basically doing the same thing, you're sitting, so it makes absolutely no difference. Trust me, even when I was ill and I was super underweight and I was skinny as a model, I ate carbs up until sometimes midnight, like when I was working late. It makes absolutely no difference. What makes a difference is what you're eating in 24 hours. How many calories are you eating? Are you in a deficit? That is the main thing, looking at that, and that you're having a variety of macronutrients and nutrients, micronutrients in your diet as well. So the no carbs after 8 PM is the biggest myth. And I know that people will say I've lost weight doing it, and that is because you've probably used to eat really unhealthy things after 8 PM, like chocolate and sweets and ice cream and stuff, and because you've taken that out of your diet, you've now come into calorie deficit. or it's because it's made you eat less in 24 hours because you stopped eating at 8 p.m. That is the only reason. It's nothing to do with carbohydrates, is that you've been eating less in 24 hours, so you've lost weight. So the next myth is that sit-ups will give you abs. It really annoys me because sit-ups can actually be really bad for you if they're not done correctly. Good exercises for your core are things like plank, because they use lots of different muscles within your core. Sit-ups only target one muscle group within your core, so they're not the best exercise to do to give you abs. You need to be doing not just sit-ups and crunches, you need to be doing lots of variety of different ab work or core work, whatever you want to call it. So lots of different exercises to target the different muscles within your core. And this can also come through even just weightlifting, like lifting like squats and deadlifts and stuff like that. You will be engaging your core during those exercises, you have to, or you'll get a bad back. So even lifting heavier weights will help your core as well. Obviously do core exercises as well, but you want to make sure you're doing variety, not just doing sit-ups and crunches. So if you are sitting at home in the evenings and like, I'm going to do 100 sit-ups a night or 100 crunches a night to give me a six-pack, it's not going to happen. And also don't forget that your diet is also a massive role, and if you want to have abs or any sort of core definition, you're going to be needing to lose some fat, so being in a calorie deficit to show the core muscles. So the next myth is that more gym time is better. So going to the gym more often will give you better results. This isn't true. Your body needs to recover and needs to rest. Your muscles do not grow in the gym. They grow when you're recovering and resting. So if you overtrain, this can actually affect your results negatively. So you want to be making sure you've got a couple of rest days a week at least, and remember, you can be active on those rest days, you can go for a walk or whatever, but looking to train no more than 5 times a week. It's amazing how much I've had clients who have been overtraining and then they've taken it back and they've got better results, because your body gets tired. Once your body gets tired, you're putting it in under massive stress, you're releasing cortisol into the body and you're clinging onto fat. You're probably more hungry as well because you're tired and you're exhausted. So overtraining is not good, and you don't need to go to the gym more to get better results, but I would try and go at least 3 times a week if you want results, at least. Also on that note, make sure that you're keeping your workouts varied, so you're not doing the same thing every time you go to the gym. So you need to be targeting different body parts, doing different sorts of cardio, doing different sorts of weight training, because if you do the same thing over and over again, you don't get results, and also your body just adapts to it, finds it easier, and your results will slow a lot faster. My next myth, which is very common amongst females, is the more you sweat, the more fat you lose. So I see women wearing hoodies or cling film or going to the sauna or something, just trying to sweat as much as they can because they believe it will help them lose fat, which I just find it quite funny, because it's like, imagine if it was that easy, like if you could just sweat your fat out. It would be, no one would need to go on a diet. So that is a massive myth. Sweating is your way of your body's cooling its core temperature down. So when your body overheats, it sweats. It's just water. It's not releasing fat out of your body. And fat is tissue within the body, and it doesn't come from sweating. You need to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. You will lose maybe a couple of pounds on the scale, but that's from water weight. So you will lose water, but fat is oxidized in your body, so it's not going to vaporize as you sweat. So my next myth is a nutrition myth, which is fruit is a healthy snack that can make you lose weight. This is a myth because fruit is a carbohydrate, it's a fact, and even you can eat loads of fruit all day long. You could just eat fruit and you could still put on weight, because if you're in a calorie surplus, you're going to put on weight. Calories are basically calories. So you can overdo it on fruit, you can have too much fruit, you can have too much carbohydrate, and you can still be in a calorie surplus. You need to make sure you're not overdoing it on the fruit. Yes, fruit is a healthy snack, but you can overdo it. So look at 3 to 4 portions of fruit a day. Remember that berries are lower in carbs as well. Bananas and apples are quite high in carbohydrates. So that doesn't mean that you can't have them, but try not to have more than 1 banana and 1 apple a day, because you can overdo it. Also, it can upset your stomach as well. But the main thing is that I just want to clear up this myth that like fruit is the best snack to have and it's really healthy, but you can overdo it. So look for a variety of snacks with like protein in it and fat in it, not just fruit as a snack. So my last myth today is that you can spot reduce. This is not true. If you train arms or legs or abs, don't think that you're just going to lose fat from that area. It won't happen. If it was possible, then all of us would have perfect bodies if you think about it. We'd be able to instantly lose fat from our tummy, we'd be able to shape our arms instantly and get rid of any bingo wings or our thighs or legs, whatever. Unfortunately, the best way to lose fat, and you can't spot reduce, remember, is to go in a calorie deficit, and you'll just have to wait till parts of your body where you want to change basically happen. For me and my transformation, took me like 2 years to get there of hard work. Obviously mine was weight gain, but I do remember when I was going into anorexia and I was losing weight really rapidly, it still wasn't going from areas that I want. I think for me the first place I lost weight was my face, and even now whenever I lose weight it's always my face that changes first, and because people notice because I go quite gaunt, and then it will be my arms are definitely where I lose weight next, but it's always my legs that are the last place to lose weight from and the first place to gain weight. So I mean it's quite good for my glutes, but my bum and my legs are the first to gain, then my stomach, then my arms, and then my face. So yeah, unfortunately you can't spot reduce. That is my last myth, so that should be 8 myths for you today. I hope you enjoyed them, I hope you learned something from them. If you did, comment below. Also don't forget that I'm an online coach, so I coach nutrition and I do personal training and I do programs for people as well. I know so many girls ask me for glute programs, so I do now do them as well. I also do macro profiling, so if you want your macros done, calories, healthy food guides, anything like that, recipes, just drop me an email and I can send you a list of my services. It's chloeinspires.coaching@gmail.com. They are also on my website. If you haven't been on my website yet, it's www.chloeinspires.com. There's testimonials on there, there's my services, there's my modelling stuff. So yeah, head over there if you want to have a look. And also Instagram @_chloeinspires. I post on there like nearly every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you next week. Bye!